Hey, dreamers. So, on this episode, we're going to talk about talking to you nice. Everybody's in that soft girl era and all of that. So, let's discuss what that really means to me personally because y'all going to talk to me nice. As promised, the Regina Kids podcast will be back at the top of 2025. But until then, enjoy these bonus episodes with me, your host, Maxi of Hey Dreamers. Now let's get into the show. Virginia Kids Podcast presents Hey Dreamers. Hey Dreamers, welcome back to another episode with me, your host Maxi. So, I'm trying to get all my bonus content in during the month of December. So, I don't know if these episodes are going to come out daily, every other day. We'll see. But we here today, so hopefully everybody is doing well. Hopefully, you all getting ready for the Christmas holiday and your decorations are coming up. This year's theme for me is the Grinch. So I have to get all my ideas together for my Grinchmas um party that's coming up at the end of the month. But yeah. So today we gonna talk. The title of this episode is "Talk to Me Nice." We know that everybody is talking about their soft girl era and this, and most people I see are taking it as them just doing a lot of self care. And to me, that's why I picked Talk to Me Nice. Because over these past couple of years, with me losing so many people and just going through my own process of healing, you know, what you liked 20 years ago, you just don't like in your 40s. What you do in your 30s, um, you feel when you grow and you mature and you realize the things that you like. That's why y'all got to talk to me nice because, um, especially in relationships. Like, I think people get accustomed to you being a certain type of way, and like people want to argue with you. And, you know, I think the conversation came up with me and my cousins. We were talking about like back in the day when we used to date guys or whatever, and, in certain relationships, like we would do the back and forth arguing and the F you nigga this and the fuck you nigga that and the kiss my ass and all of this, all of the aggressional back and forth that you realize as you get older is toxic and emotionally abusive. I know females who were in like brawls with, the guys they were dating, and, they felt like if they wasn't fighting and arguing that they wasn't there was no love there. So I'm saying that you're gonna have to talk to me nice because I'm not doing the arguing with you. I'm not doing the disrespect. I'm not doing the loud talking. I'm not doing any of that. Like you realize like that toxic, that really, really toxic behavior that people tend to think is all right. And I'm saying that I wasn't above that. The busting out the car windows, throwing your shit on the grass, the um now I ain't fighting you, but the getting into it with other people because of you, absolutely not. The, you just gotta talk to me nice. Like you realize as you mature and you get older, um, some of those behaviors are like not acceptable. And I realized that this subject was so triggering to me that I didn't even do my housekeeping things. If you're new here, I am a super producer, a three-time self-published author, broadcast media manager, and podcaster, and a corporate girly at that for the last 20 something years. And my books, my first book, On My Broken Crayon Still Color, a daily affirmation book and a journal. My second book, Love You More, Grieving Isn't Easy and Healing Hurts. It's about the five stages of grief and how to start processing your healing. The trilogy, I'm Not Responsible for Your Tears, the authentic guide to being happy. It's the seven steps to get into that place of joy, that place of happy, that place of peace. Um, my fourth book, The Healing Journal, is really a daily journal. It has five questions. It has a call to action. It asks you, how is your heart today? Did you do any, what were the healthy choices that you made? What did you need to let go of? So it's an interactive type of journal that kinds of asks you the same questions on a daily for you to jot down your thoughts. Even if you do it at night, the end of the day things, but it also gives you a call to action of some things that you can do to help push you towards healing, because healing is something that you have to do on a daily basis. It's not, you have to work towards it on the daily. It's not something that just pops into your, it's going to fall into your lap. So, talk to me nice. Back to the subject at hand. If you look over your life, some people were in like some of the worst toxic relationships in their 20s. Hell, even into their 30s. And it's like people will hold you to that standard. Like people will not allow you to want to grow past that. And it's one of those things where it's not even just romantic relationships. It's relationships with family members, it's relationships with friends. It's all of the above. It's all the type of relationships that you can have. And it just made me realize like how people can leave out of your life for whether it's 6 months, a year, whether it's somebody that you were romantic with or even just friends. And then when they come back around, when they try to do this whole spin the block, because I don't know, and you realize that these people, whether it's been 6 months, 6 years, or 20 years since y'all been in any type of relationship, situationship, romantic relationship, that these people, like a zebra doesn't change its stripes. Like people have not grown. They still in that same spot they were when you left them last. And it's really heartbreaking because it's like maturity does not come with age. And it's also like, especially with friendships, and maybe not so much as a male female friendship, but like, your girlfriends, like your girls, the people you used to hang out with and kick it and all that. It kind of brings on like they want to play victim, so they have a victim mentality. It's a woe is me type of like everybody's out to get me. It's always somebody doing something to me. It's never them taking accountability for the things that they have done to you. It's never them thinking that the reason why we didn't talk no more is because you actually hurt my feelings. It's more or less like a, well, if you didn't do this, then I wouldn't have done that. It's more of well, you should just probably get over it and everybody should go have a kumbaya moment. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't know. Have y'all been? I know everybody's talking about the Drake and Kendrick beef, but Kendrick's CD has had me in a chokehold for this past couple weeks. And one of his songs, Luther, in the chorus, he says, if this world was mine, he would take your dreams. I would take your dreams and multiply, meaning that he would take your dream, whatever it is, and multiply it. Like, those are the kinds of relationships you would want to have. Like, that song resonates with me so much because it's like, it makes you, to me, it makes me think, who are the people that I have in my life that aren't adding to my life? Like, if you go through a process of healing and you find yourself in a healed, peaceful place, you only want to be around people who add to you. Like, it's one of those things that people always say, like, oh, if you're single, if you get a mate, he's supposed to add to your life. It's not that you, it's one of those, it's a want. So it's an added bonus. It's not like I need them there to fix or to do anything. It's more or less like he's going to add on. So if I'm already healing, he's going to bring a certain type of peace to my life that he adds more peace. He adds more healing. He adds more understanding, not brings a toxic environment that triggers me to go back to the person that I used to be, not adding more drama that have you out in these streets looking crazy. So I just wanted to throw that out there, um, as food for thought. While everybody is talking about their soft girl era and, they want to be more feminine and all of that, being a woman is so tough because either you're too soft or you're too hard. You have to figure out that nice little balance. But in the words of my mother, don't be no punk. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let nobody punk you. And just hear me say, don't let nobody punk you. In the words of my mother, it's like that's so, it sounds so old school, but you don't get it till you mature a little bit more. Like, don't let people, it's basically don't let people walk all over you. Like, if you're in that wanting that soft girl era and you're trying to be more feminine and you don't want to be so hard and you don't want to walk around with your resting bitch face and you don't want to be mean to everybody and you want to, work on being soft, but you just ain't gonna let nobody do you in. You still have to have boundaries and know your worth and know that there's nothing wrong with you. You're perfect just the way that you are. So, yeah, make sure people talk to you nice and don't let them hold you to past standards or past things that you used to do because people definitely will try you. They definitely will try to get you when you say, you know what, I'm no longer arguing with people. I don't want to do the back and forth. I'm not going to tear you down to bring myself up. I'm not going to disrespect you to hurt your feelings because hurt people because you hurt me now. I want to hurt you even worse. Like, I don't want to be in that space. So don't let people hold you to your past standards, to the past person that you were, because people, you show people how to treat you. And when you've shown them that they can get away with some stuff, it's hard to reverse that process back unless you walk away and give them time to rethink it. So don't let people hold you to past standards. You're a new person. Like, as you grow, as you mature, as you get into your grown up, as you get into your soft girl era, as you get into the they gonna talk to me nice because I'm not arguing or doing none of the toxic things that I used to do before. Hold them accountable. Make sure that people treat you the way that you want to be treated and you do the same. But as always, we will continue to make sure them people talk to us nice and hold them to the same high standards that we are walking around keeping with our head held high. And as always, we'll continue to glow through whatever it is we're going through.